Hi everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I will be completing question 4 to question 7 of exercise 3.2. In my previous video, I had completed the first 3 problems, mains of exercise 3.2. Here, one more main is there, 1 or 2 more main is there. SSLC board have deleted so many topics from this pair of linear equations, and many other chapters have been deleted, like real numbers, area related to circle, probability, polynomials. They have deleted. I will be doing a separate video to tell you the information about which are the chapters which I have deleted. So SSLC board have deleted and reduced the portions of yours in all the 6 subjects because of this corona pandemic. Okay, I will do a separate video in order to tell you that information, whichever topics are deleted and which entire chapter has been deleted in this only for this year. Okay, so let us start the session. Moving on to exercise 3.2. So exercise 3.2 is, which of the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. So first 2 equations will be given. We need to find out whether they are intersecting, parallel or coincident. So if it is intersecting or coincident, that will be consistent. Only in the case of consistent, we need to do graphical representation for that. Okay, so in the case of parallel, it is inconsistent. There is no need of doing any graphical representation. We need to keep the problem as it is. Okay, so that is the concept of this main. So here the first equation or the first sum which they have given is, in this the first equation is x plus y is equal to 5, which we can also written as x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0, which is in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. So this will be the first equation, and the second equation is 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. So since all the 3 numbers are divided by 2, we can divide throughout by 2. Okay, so divide by 2, divide by 2 and divide by 2. Here 2 ones are, here also 2 ones are, here 2 5s are. So the equation will turn out to be x plus y is equal to 5, which we can write it as x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. So which is in the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, so next what we have to do is, we need to find out the ratios. We have to compare the ratios of it. That is a1 by a2 divided by b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Here a1 is 1 and a2 is also 1. So 1 by 1 is equal to b1 is also 1 and b2 is also 1. So 1 by 1 is equal to c1 is minus 5 and c2 is also minus 5. Here minus minus get cancels and 5 ones are 5. So the remaining is 1 by 1 by 1 is equal to 1 by 1. So that is, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and that is also equal to c1 by c2, then lines are coincident. So if lines are coincident, what happens? Therefore, it is consistent. So if 2 equations comes to be consistent, then we need to plot the graph for this. Okay, we need to plot a graph for it. So in order to plot a graph, what we have to do? We need to find the points for both the equation. So since it is coincident, there is no need of finding out the value of x and y separately. Only in the case of intersecting, we need to find the values of it. Okay, so since it is coincident, I will take the first equation, that is x plus y is equal to 5. We need to rearrange so that it has to come like y is equal to 5 minus x. So this will be the new equation. Okay, so here the first point what I am going to take is x is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 5 minus 0, that is 5. Okay, we need to write a box for this in order to put a points. So xy. So when x is equal to 0, y is 5. So next, second point is, I will take x is equal to 1. So when we substitute x as 1 here, so then y is equal to 5 minus 1, 4. So when x is 1, y is 4. Next, third point, I will take x is equal to 2. If I take x is equal to 2, then y is 5 minus 2, that is 3. So when x is 2, then y is 3. Okay. So for plotting a graph, at least 2 points we have to consider. So more than 2 is also okay, but at least 2 points is considered. Okay. So next, both the equations are same. Equation 1 and equation 2 is same. So this graph can be, these points can be shared by 2 points. Okay, 2 equations. The second equation is also x plus y is equal to 5. There is no need of calculating it once again. We can directly write the box for it. Okay. The same points can be considered. xy is equal to 0, 5, 1, 4 and 2, 3 because these two are coincident graph. So according to this graph, according to these points, we need to plot a graph for it. So the graphical representation we are going to do in this graph sheet. So here the maximum value in x-axis is 2. So I have taken in positive x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 centimeter apart. So in x-axis the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. In y-axis the maximum number is 5. I have taken in 1 centimeter apart 1 units from 1 to 7 respectively. Okay. So now we need to plot the graph here. The first point is 0, 5. For x-axis 0, y-axis is 5. So this is the point 0, 5. Next is 1, 4. For x-axis 1, y-axis is 4. Okay. So this is 1, 4. Next is 2, 3. For x-axis 2, y-axis is 3. Okay. So we need to draw a straight line here. Please use scale and pencil. Okay, so this is the graph. Since it is coincident for both the points, so for both the points, collection of points, all the values are same. Okay, so there is no need of writing 2 lines. We have to just put 2 arrow marks here separately. So this 2 arrow marks signifies that 2 lines have been passing through the same points. Okay, here the equation is x plus y is equal to 5. Okay, so this is the equation for this coincident line. Okay, next we have to write it as these lines are coincident. Okay, we need to mark the point here. The first point is 0, 5. The second point is 1, 4 and third point is 2, 3. Okay, so this is the way to do the graphical representation. Moving to the second question. In the second question, the equations given are, so first equation is x minus y is equal to 8. So it can be written as x minus y minus 8 is equal to 0. So which is in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Okay. Next, the second equation is 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. We can written it as 3x minus 3y minus 16 is equal to 0. Okay, it is in the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Next, we need to compare the ratios. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Okay, here a1 is 1 and b1 is, a2 is 3. So 1 by 3 is equal to b1 is minus 1 and b2 is minus 3. Here minus minus get cancelled. So 1 by 3 remaining. Next, c1 is minus 8 and c2 is minus 16. Minus minus cancels. 8 ones are 8 twos are. So the ratios are 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 2. So if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and if it is not equal to c1 by c2, then the lines are parallel. And if the lines are parallel, it is inconsistent. Okay, it is inconsistent. And if the lines is inconsistent, then what we have to do? There is no need of writing any graph here, we need to stop the problem here itself. Okay, so this is the second question. Next, I will directly write the fourth question because fourth question is also parallel. So I will be doing here itself. I will write the third question next. Okay, so the fourth question is 2x minus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is the first equation. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. And the second equation is 4x minus 4y minus 5 is equal to 0, and this is in the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, next we need to find out the ratio. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So a1 by a2 is 2 by 4 is equal to b1 by b2 is minus 2 by minus 4 is equal to c1 by c2 is minus 2 by minus 5. Okay, here 2 ones are 2 twos are, here minus minus cancels, 2 ones are 2 twos are, here minus minus cancels each other. So the remaining ratio will be 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 5. So it is not equal to c1 by c2. So if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, and if it is not equal to c1 by c2, then the lines are parallel. Okay, then the lines are parallel. We don't have to plot any graph here because parallel lines are always inconsistent. In the case of inconsistent, there is no need of plotting any graph. Only in the case of consistent, if the lines turns out to be coincident or intersecting, we need to plot the graph for it. Okay, for first equation, so this is the second question. Okay, so this is the second question. So for second question and fourth question, both are parallel. There is no need of plotting any graph here. Only for first and third. Third I will be doing next. Okay, hope you understood this. So moving on to the last question of fourth main. So we are doing fourth question here. So okay, fourth main, third question. Okay, I have already done fourth main, first, second and fourth question. Okay, so in that one is coincident and two equations are parallel. Okay, so this is the third question. In this, the first equation is 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. So which is in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. And the second equation is 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. So since all the numbers are divisible by 2, we can divide throughout by 2 here. Okay, so 2 2s are, 2 1s are and 2 2s are. So it is in the form 2x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. So this will be in the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So this is the form. So next what we have to find out? We have to find out the ratios. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so a1 by a2 is 2 by 2. So a1 and a2 is 2 by 2 is equal to b1 is 1 and b2 is minus 1. Here itself we can decide what type of equation it is. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then the lines are intersecting. Then the lines are intersecting, and if the lines are intersecting, it is consistent. It is consistent. So if it is consistent, we need to plot a graph for it. Okay, so first I will be taking the first equation, 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. So we need to rearrange the equation so that it has to come y is equal to, okay, y is equal to, I will be shifting this minus 6 this side, it will become plus 6, and I will be shifting 2x to right hand side, it will become minus 2x. Okay, next we don't know the intersection point of it. So since it is intersecting line, we don't know the intersection point. We can calculate the intersecting point first. Okay, so the first equation is 2x plus y is equal to 6, that is I am taking minus 6 to this side, and the next equation is 2x minus y is equal to 2, since I am shifting this minus 2 to right hand side. Okay, next I will be changing the sign. So here plus 2x and minus 2x cancels each other. Here plus into plus, like signs, we need to add it. So it will become 2y is equal to plus into minus is minus. So 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so 2 ones are 2 twos are. So y is equal to 2. So now I will be substituting this y value to either equation 1 or equation 2. I will be taking equation 1 itself. In equation 1, 2x plus y is equal to 6. So 2x plus, in the place of y we need to substitute 2 here, is equal to 6. 2x is equal to 6 minus 2. So 2x is equal to 6 minus 2 is 4. So 2 ones are 2 twos are, x is equal to 2. Okay, so the intersecting point is xy, intersecting point is 2, 2. So in the graph at point 2, 2, the graph will intersect with each other. Okay, so next we need to find out the points for this. We already have the intersecting point here. So first point I will be taking 0, x is equal to 0, then y will become 6 minus 2 into 0, that is 6 minus 2 into 0 is 0 itself. So y is equal to 6 minus 0 is 6. So when we substitute x is equal to 0, y will be 6 here. Okay, so next the second point I will be taking x is equal to 1. So y is equal to 6 minus 2 into 1, that is 6 minus 2, 4. So when x is 1, y will be 4. So next third point I will be taking this intersecting point itself, that is x is equal to 2. So when I take x is equal to 2, y is equal to 6 minus 2 into 2, that is 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So when x is 2, y is also 2. So next the second equation is 2x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Since it is minus y here, I will be shifting minus y to right hand side first. Okay, rest of the things I will be keeping here itself. So 2x minus 2 I will be writing in this left hand side itself, and I will be shifting minus y to this side. It will become plus y. Okay, so next a box for representing the points. Okay, next first one. In this first one I will be taking x is equal to 1. Okay, so when I take x is equal to 1, the equation will become 2 into 1 minus 2 is equal to y. 2 into 1 is 2 minus 2 is equal to y. So y will become 2 minus 2, 0. Okay, when x is 1, y will become 0. And the second point is x is equal to 2. So 2 into 2 minus 2 is equal to y. So 2 twos are 4 minus 2 is equal to y. 4 minus 2 is 2 itself. So y is equal to 2. So this is the intersecting point. When x is 2, y is also 2. I will take one more point here. So that is x is equal to 3. So 2 into 3 minus 2 is equal to y. So 2 threes are 6 minus 2 is equal to y. So y is equal to 6 minus 2 is 4. So when x is 3, y is 4. Okay, so these are the points from which we need to plot the graph here. Okay, since it is consistent, we need to plot a graph. Moving on to the graphical representation part. So here the x-axis and y-axis is already written. The maximum number in y-axis is 3. I have taken 1 centimeter apart or 1 unit itself, that is from 1 to 5. So x-axis is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, and y-axis also 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. In y-axis the maximum number is 6, and I have taken from 1 to 10 here. Okay, so next the first point is for 0 it is 6. For x-axis 0, y-axis is 6. So next for x-axis 1, y-axis is 4. For x-axis 2, y-axis also 2. So this is the line for the first equation. Okay, so the second point is for 1 it is 0, that is this point, 1, 0. Next is 2, 2, this same point. and 3 comma 4. For 3 it is 4. For x-axis 3, y-axis is 4. So we need to join a straight line here also. Okay. So this equation is, the first equation is 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0, and the second equation is 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, I will be writing the point here. This is 0 comma 6 and this is 1 comma 4 and this is 2 comma 2, the intersecting point, and this is 1 comma 0, 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 4. Okay, and this is the intersecting point. 2 comma 2 is the intersecting point, and we need to write it as these lines are intersecting. These lines are intersecting. I hope you understood this. The fifth question is, half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 more than its width is 36 meter. Find the dimensions of the garden. We know that opposite sides of a rectangle are always equal. So opposite sides I have given x, x and y, y. Next we need to read out the question carefully. That is, half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 more than its width is 36 meter. Okay, so now this 36 meter is the perimeter of it. Okay, so perimeter is equal to 36 meter. Next, perimeter of a rectangle is given by, this is the formula, perimeter of a rectangle is given by 2x plus 2y, that is two sides are equal. So 2x plus 2y is the perimeter of the rectangular garden, so which is given by the value 36 meter. Okay, so next again read out the question, half the perimeter of a rectangular garden. Okay, so this half the perimeter, so this half the perimeter of a rectangular garden is equal to 36 meter. Okay, so half the perimeter of rectangular garden is equal to 36 meter. Here 2 and 2 are common, so I will take it as 2 outside. I will take 2 outside here, so x plus y will be remaining. Here 2 get cancels each other. So the first equation what we are going to obtain is x plus y is equal to 36. This is the first equation. Okay, so this is the first equation. So next read out the question again. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 more than its width. Here length and width dimensions both are not given. Okay, first let length be x and width be y. Okay, so let length be x and width be y. Here what they have given, the length is 4 more than, more means plus, 4 more than its width. So when I shift this y to left hand side, it will become x minus y is equal to 4. Okay, so this is the second equation. So we got two equations. Next we need to solve the two equations and we have to find out x and y, which are the dimensions of the garden. That is the question they have given, to find the dimensions of the garden. Dimensions is length and width. Okay, so solve 1 and 2. So the first equation is x plus y is equal to 36 and second equation is x minus y is equal to 4. Okay, first change the sign. X's get cancels each other. Here plus plus, like signs always do addition. Okay, so when there is like sign we have to add it, that is y plus y is equal to 2y, plus into minus minus, so we need to subtract this. 36 minus 4 is 32, so y is equal to 32 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 1 carry, 2 6 are 12, so y is equal to 16. Next we need to substitute this y is equal to 16 to one first or second equation. So I will be taking second equation there. So x minus y is equal to 4 x minus, in the place of y we need to substitute 16 here. So x is equal to minus 16, I'll be shifting to right hand side, it will become plus 16 plus 4, that is 20. Okay, so x is 20 and y is 16. So the dimensions are, therefore the dimensions of a rectangular garden is, so length is x, which is equal to 20 meter, and width or breadth, so width is equal to y, which is equal to 16 meter. So in the question what they have given, in the question they have given length is 4 more than the breadth. Okay, so length is 4 more than the breadth, so that we can verify. So length is 4 more than its breadth. Okay, so here length is equal to 20, so length is equal to 20 and width is 16, so 4 more than, plus 4 is 20. Okay, so here verified. Okay, I hope you understood this. Moving on to the sixth question. The sixth question is, given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0, write another linear equation in two variables such that the geometrical representation of the pair so formed is first one intersecting line, second one parallel line, third one coincident line. So the question is, here the first equation is given. Okay, the first equation, that is of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. So the first equation is given. We have to create our own equation, that is the second equation should be our own creation, such that when we take the ratio of it, so that the first case should be intersecting line, the second case should be parallel line, and the third case should be coincident line. Okay, so write down the first equation. The first equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. So this is the first equation, so which is of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. So here we need to find out one more equation of our own, so that when we take the ratio of it, it should be intersecting. Intersecting means a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2, right? So let this be the second equation is, so I will take 2x, any number you can take, so that it has to satisfy the rule of intersecting line. Okay, so 2x plus 4y minus 9 is equal to 0. So this is the second equation I am going to take, which is in the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So now I need to take the ratio, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Here a1 is 2 divided by a2 is, so a2 is also 2 is equal to b1 is 3 and b2 is 4. So clearly a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So therefore it is intersecting. So we need to form a second equation so that it has to satisfy the following rule. Okay, so first one is intersecting. Second one, the first equation is as it is, same, that is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0, which is of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Next we need to find out a second equation. We need to create our own equation so that it has to satisfy the parallel line rule. Okay, the second equation is, in order to get a parallel line, the rule is a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, but not be equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so the second equation I will be taking 2x plus 3y plus 9 is equal to 0. Fine. So this is of the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Then we need to take the ratio, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Here a1 and a2 is 2 by 2 is equal to B1 by B2 is 3 by 3 is equal to C1 by C2 is minus 8 by 9. Okay, here 2 ones are 1 1, here 3 ones are. So what will happen? 1 by 1 is equal to 1 by 1 but not equal to minus 8 by 9. So it is satisfying the condition, that is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. Therefore it is parallel. Okay. So likewise we have to satisfy the condition of coincident line also. The first equation is same, that is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0, which is of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Next we need to create a second equation so that it has to satisfy the condition of a coincident line. Okay. The second equation is the same. Coincident means it has to be same. Okay. Write the same equation itself, 3x minus 8. We can take any other form of equation so that after dividing the ratio we have to get a coincident line rule. It has to satisfy this rule. That's it. Okay. So a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So next we need to take the ratio of it. A1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So a1 by a2 is 2 by 2 is equal to b1 by b2 is 3 by 3 is equal to c1 by c2 is minus 8 by minus 8. So 2 ones are, 3 ones are, minus minus cancels, 8 ones are. So it will be 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, if a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 all are equal, then it will be coincident. So it is satisfying the rule of coincidence. Okay, I hope you understood this. Moving on to the last question of this session, that is the seventh problem. The seventh question is, draw the graph of the equation x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region. So we have to find out whether it is coincident or intersecting or parallel first. Next we need to solve the equation and to find out the points, and we have to plot the graph here. So after plotting the graph, we need to find the vertices of a triangle. Inside the graph, a triangle shape will be formed. We need to find out the vertices, that is the vertices point A, B, C, vertices point of the triangle. So that is the main concept of this question. Okay. So here the first equation is x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So which is of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Okay. So next equation is 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. So which is of the form a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Next we need to find out the ratio. A1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So a1 by a2 is 1 by 3, which is not equal to b1 by b2 is minus 1 by 2. So clearly it is not equal, therefore it is intersecting. Okay, so we will get intersecting line. So after getting this intersecting line, we need to find out the point of intersection. In order to find the point of intersection, we need to solve this two equation. First is x minus y, this plus 1 I am shifting to right hand side. So it will be minus 1. Next is 3x plus 2y. So I will be shifting this minus 12 to right hand side, it will become plus 12. Next, change the sign. But here not even a single term is same, not x term and also not the y term. So I will make this x term as same by multiplying the first equation by 3. Okay, so multiply it, it will become 3x minus 3y is equal to 3 into minus 1 minus 3. Write the second equation as it is, 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. Okay, I will write it here once again. So that is 3x minus 3y is equal to minus 3 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. Okay. Next change the sign of these two equations. What it will become? Plus into minus, unlike sign, always subtract each other. So this will cancel each other. Here minus into minus, like sign, always we need to do the addition. So 3 plus 2 is 5y, larger number sign is minus here. Next, minus into minus, like sign, we need to add it. So 12 plus 3 is 15, larger number sign is minus here. So minus minus get cancels each other. Y is equal to 15 divided by 5. 5 3s are. So y is equal to 3. Okay. So next, substitute this value to either equation 1 or equation 2. Okay. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. I will be taking equation 1 here. So equation 1 is x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So x minus, in the place of y we need to substitute 3 plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus into plus is minus. So minus 3 plus 1 will become minus 2. So I will be shifting minus 2 to right hand side, it will become plus 2. So x is equal to 2. So this is the intersecting point of this graph, that is 2, 3. At the point 2, 3, the two lines will intersect with each other. So after getting this intersection point, we need to find out the points of both the equation. So first equation is x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Here to this y term a negative sign is there. Whenever near to this y term a negative sign is there, we need to shift y to right hand side. Okay, and rest of the terms we need to keep here itself. So x plus 1 is equal to, it will become plus y, that is y is equal to x plus 1 is the equation. Okay, so next we need to write the box to represent the points here. Okay, so this is x and y. The first one is 0. I will be taking 0 here. So the equation will become 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. So when I substitute x is equal to 0, y will become 1. Okay. So next I will take x is equal to 2. X is equal to 1 I will take here. X is equal to 1. So it will become, y will become 1 plus 1, that is 2. When x is 1, y will be 2. Then the last point will be this intersecting point, that is x is equal to 2. So when I take x is equal to 2, y will become 2 plus 1, 3. So when x is 2, y will become 3. So this is the set of points for the first equation. So next we will be taking the second equation. 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Here the 2y, the y term has a positive sign. When it has a positive sign, keep it here itself. Okay, don't shift it, and rest of the terms you need to shift it here. So minus 12, when I shift to this side, it will become plus 12. When plus 3x is shifted, it will become minus 3x. So y is equal to 12 minus 3x divided by 2. So this will be the new equation where we need to substitute the points here. So the first point will be, okay, we need to write a box for point representation. So xy. So the first point is I will be substituting x is equal to 0. So y will become 12 minus 3 into 0 divided by 2. So 3 into 0 is 0. So remaining is 12 by 2. 2 6 are. So when x is equal to 0, y will be 6. Okay. So next I will be taking 12. If I take x is equal to 1, 3 ones are 3. So 12 minus 3 will be 9. So 9 is not divisible by 3. So we can't take 1 here. I will be taking x is equal to 2. Okay. So y is equal to 12 minus 3 into 2 divided by 2. So 12 minus 3 2s are 6 divided by 2. 12 minus 6 is 6 divided by 2. 2 3s are. So when x is equal to 2, y will be 3. Okay, so this is the intersecting point. I will be taking only 2 points this side. So if you want to take one more point also, it's okay. But minimum of 2 points is required. So for these points, we need to plot a graph. This is the last graphical representation of this session. Here, the largest value of x-axis is 2. So I have taken 1 centimeter apart for each numbers from 1 to 4. And the highest number in y-axis is 6. Here also I have taken 1 centimeter and 1 unit apart. Okay, so x-axis and y-axis for the scale both are 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. In the first set of points, for 0, y-axis is 1. For x-axis 0, y-axis is 1. Okay, next for x-axis 1, y-axis is 2. For x-axis 2, y-axis is 3. Okay, So this is the first set of points. Okay, next for 0 it is 6 and for 2 3. So this is 2 comma 3. Okay, so next this point is 0 comma 6 and this is, so this point is 2 comma 3, so which is the intersecting point. Okay, so this is the intersection point. So this is 1 comma 2 and this is 0 comma 1. Okay, so here in the question they have asked to find out the vertices of a triangle. Here you can see here, so this intersection point will make a triangle here. Okay, so I will be taking this point as A. Okay, I will be taking this as A and this intersection point as B and this 0 comma 1 point as C. Fine, a triangle has been formed here. So you need to write vertices of triangle. Vertices of triangle ABC. Here A point is 0 comma 6, B point is 2 comma 3 and C point is 0 comma 1. So these are the vertices. They have asked in the question we need to find out the vertices of a triangle. So this is the vertices and you have to write these lines are intersecting because the lines are intersecting graph is there. And because of this intersection itself, a triangle has been formed here. Okay, so this is the point. Hope you have understood this, and this is one of the important graphical representation. Thanks for watching.